Thanks for once again allowing Lily Bell to take you beneath the crust. I'm so glad you're back. The next episodes of Beneath the Crust will be done in parts. I'm going to address the free-falling black boy. Although I use the term free-falling black boy, the term free-falling black boy includes the free-falling black girl as well. The free-falling black boy. Part 1. Black fathers, stop criticizing your son. Black mothers, please, leave your daughters alone. Ready, aim, fire, ready. One thing I hear from so many black adults is how awful the free-falling black boy is. Aim. The free-falling black boy is a representation of the already fallen black adult. Everything I hear black adults say that they dislike about the free-falling black boy are traits I see in the already fallen black adult. Fire. The free-falling black boy reacts to the already fallen black adults and each other the way the already fallen black adults react to each other and how they react to the free-falling black boy. Already fallen black adults call the free-falling black boy all kind of vile names. Punch on the free-falling black boy. Kick on the free-falling black boy. And these things don't even touch the surface of what the already fallen black adult does to the free-falling black boy. Already fallen black adults criticize the free-falling black boy. About almost everything. His hair, the way he wears his pants, his diction. I'm told that there are black ministers here in Macon-Bibb, Georgia, and the Middle Georgia area who won't even let the free-falling black boy come into his church if the free-falling black boy has locked or sagging pants. Yet, these same black ministers won't take a stand against the stores in the free-falling black boy's community. Stores that are used as drug fronts. Stores that are used to sell drug paraphernalia. Stores where the owners of the store degrade the free-falling black boy, and the owners degrade the already fallen black adult as well, and on and on. Point of reference, I went into a store on the corner of Eisenhower Parkway and Pioneer Avenue. That's here in Macon, Georgia. In this store was the usual drug paraphernalia. Well, lo and behold, I saw new shapes of the paraphernalia. These new shapes were shaped like the private parts of humans. They were big and they were brown. I asked the guy, who was running the store. He appeared to be Arabic. I asked him, why would they sell this type of stuff? He told me that he was just working there and that he didn't own the store. I asked for the store owner's name and phone number. Well, I had to ask 2 or 3 times. He finally gave me a name and a number, and I don't have to tell you. It didn't go in, the name and number wasn't valid. I turned to the blacks in the store. Some had their children with them, and I asked, why are we in this store that's so blatantly disrespectful? Why are we here? You have your children here. I said, look, we own it. We can close this down or make them make changes. They all looked at the floor, non-responding. I left without purchasing anything. When I got home, I reached out to every black minister in the Macon, Georgia and Middle Georgia area if they were in the black pages, yellow pages, white pages, Google directory, social media, and any other outlet I could find. I reached out to them. I told them my concerns about the stores in our communities. I pointed out the obvious: human trafficking, drug trafficking, abuse, drug paraphernalia, exploiting our youth. I even attached pictures of the big brown paraphernalia. I did not get not one response from all the black ministers I contacted in the Macon-Bibb, Georgia and Middle Georgia area. Not even the ones I actually made voice contact with. Now, by voice contact, I mean when I called some of the churches, I spoke with a person who told me that they had passed the message on to the minister. Not one minister reached out in concern. Yet these same black ministers here in the Macon-Bibb, Georgia area will court the media with their concerns about the black youth. It came to me that these black youth go into these stores where they are so openly disrespected because that's all they know. That's all they think they're worth because they get disrespected by the black adults. Black adults just heave abuse and disrespect on them. And also they see the black adults taking all this abuse from the foreigners in these stores. But isn't it funny, the big, bad, and brave black adult who abused the free-falling black boy? Isn't it amazing how they punk out? in the presence of these foreigners, I mean, just punk out. You know, I talk more about these issues in my book, The Free Falling Black Boy. The free falling black boy notices that many of the already fallen black adults are instilling in the free falling black boy leadership qualities. Not only is the already fallen black adult not instilling in the free falling black boy leadership qualities, black adult isn't being a leader. You're always talking about how you, as the black male, is the leader. You puff up your chest, blow hard. I'm the leader. You have to respect me as your leader. Let me tell you one thing, black male adults. You listen here. Black male adults, many black women and black youth want to respect you as a leader. We want to be led by you, black man. I would love to be led around by a brother. Your black woman and your black child want to be led by you, black man. But doggone it, we ain't gonna do it. We refuse to be led by a man who's led by a man. Deal with it. Come on beneath the cross. Come on beneath the cross. It just ain't happening, bro. You want your black woman and black child to follow you. Black man, that's what you want? Put some bass in your voice. Straighten up your spine. Then I guarantee you, I can make that guarantee, we will fall in place or fall in line, so to speak. A common complaint is that the free-falling black boy is a drug dealer. What have you done to ensure the free-falling black boy basic needs are met? Is he doing this because he needs to meet his needs? Or is he doing this because that's what all he knows? Do you think the free-falling black boy is a drug dealer because the drug dealer is touted as the hero of the community? The drug dealer who has played a major part in the destruction of the black boys community. The free-falling black boy, let's not forget that he's free-falling, people. The drug dealer who contributed to broken families in the free-falling black boys community. The drug dealer who oftentimes sold drugs not only to the black adults, but also to the free-falling black boy. That's a crying shame. The drug dealer who contributed to the abortion of many free-falling black boys by selling drugs to the pregnant black woman in the black community. Is he the one? Is he the free-falling black boy who you say is doing or selling drugs? Perhaps if the already black adults stood up to more people outside of, or just stood up to people's period outside of the community, if the already fallen black adult would stand up to people outside the community, perhaps then the already fallen black adult wouldn't feel the need to batter and abuse the free-fallen black boy inside the community. Because you see, the already fallen black adult abused the free-fallen black boy in the community to try and prove to themselves that they, the already fallen black adults, are not as impotent as the world perceived them to be. How many already fallen black adults fight to make sure the free-fallen black boy has a quality education? Making sure the free-fallen black boy's history and the free-fallen black boy's ancestry are properly taught in the schools. Of course, that would mean standing up to people outside of the community, something that many already fallen black adults would never do. Black adults won't stand up to make sure the free-fallen black boy has a quality education, but the black adult criticizes and berates the free-fallen black boy for not being educated. Where they do that at? Oh yeah, that's right, in the black community. How often does the free-falling black boy see black adults fight the tyranny against the free-falling black boy? Or perhaps the question should be, how often does the free-falling black boy realize that the black adults are actually the tyrant against the free-falling black boy? I was talking to a black adult female, and without fail, she went in on the free-falling black boy. I told her that black adults did the same thing, and still do, some of us, that the black youth children are doing. She said, yeah, but we were God-fearing. I asked, what does God-fearing mean? And what does God-fearing produce? You see, because if we do this, if we do and did the same thing these non-God-fearing youth are doing, and we were God-fearing, so then what does God-fearing look like? Of course, I didn't get an answer. She did the usual, start talking about when John was on the Isle of Patmos, all that kind of, stuff that had nothing to do with what I was talking about. Because you think about this, because if we, as this woman said, were God-fearing and are God-fearing, yet we did and do the same thing some of these, youth do today, who, according to her, they're not God-fearing, but we are doing the same thing as the gods. Well, maybe it's just me. We talk about the way we were raised and how the free-falling black boy should be raised like we were. In all actuality, the free-falling black boy is raised exactly like we were raised. The free-falling black boy is abused by the black adults, us, like we were abused by the black adults when we were black youth. The free-falling black boy is beat up by the black adults, us, like we were beat up by the black adults when we were the black youth. The free-falling black boy witnesses the hypocrisy among the black adults, us, Like we witnessed the hypocrisy among the black adults when we were the black youth. The free-falling black boy gets sexually abused by the black adult us, like we got sexually abused by the black adult when we were the black youth. The free-falling black boy is the front runner in drugs, alcohol, and other illegal businesses by the black adults us, like we were the front runners for illegal activities by the black adults when we were the youth. You know, one thing is different though. When we were growing up, when we were the black youth, the drug dealer was never touted as the hero of the community. You never saw a drug dealer being propped up before the black youth by the black adults as a hero back then, like the black adults, us, prop up drug dealers as the hero now. Of all the people in the black community who made it without selling drugs, the black community will lord up the guy who made it by playing a major role in the destruction of the black community by selling drugs. The drug dealer. What message does that send to the free-falling black boy? Oftentimes, all sorts of excuses are made for the drug dealer who played a big role in destroying the black community. All types of excuses are made for him selling drugs. The drug dealer is often propped up before the black community and has excuses made for him. They make excuses for him selling drugs. And these excuses are sometimes made by the so-called black leaders in our black community. He needed to take care of his family, didn't we all? He wanted to buy his mama a house. Who didn't want to buy that mama a house? Hell, we wanted to buy our own selves a house. Many of us took care of our families without selling drugs. Many of us bought our mama and ourselves homes without selling drugs. Many of us put ourselves and family members through school without selling drugs, and on and on. Yet, these I made it without selling drug people are hardly, if ever, propped up before the black community as heroes by the black leaders. Make it make sense to me, somebody. And to the free-falling black boy, anybody who props a drug dealer up in front of you as the go-to isn't worthy of being a leader. If that person has already been elected, vote that person out. Do your research on candidates, and if they don't closely match with your belief, don't vote them in. If they are already in, remember this one word: recall, recall, recall. Free-falling black boy, remember this: the most dangerous person is a follower in a leadership position. To the already fallen adult, when you want to keep talking about the way we were raised, remember the way we were raised produced us. So is this the way we were raised? Something you really want to brag about? Do you really want to brag about the way we're... Look at us. Is this really what we want to brag about? And free-falling black boy, one thing before I close, let me say this to you, free-falling black boy. The cushion is here. I'm going to do everything in the power vested in me, vested within me, maybe I should say. Tomato. You choose the one you want to eat. But I'm going to do everything with the power invested in me to stop your fall. If I can't stop your fall, free-falling black boy, I vow to you, free-falling black boy. This is my vow. If I can't stop your fall, I will cushion your fall. The cushion is here. Come in and share your views on the free-falling black boy below. You think everything is fine? If so, why do you think that? If you think things aren't fine, why do you think that? Do you think the free-falling black boy is in a crisis? Why or why not? What role, if any, does the black adult play and played in the fall of the black boy? What can be done about the plight of the free-falling black boy? You will find information I'm sharing in this podcast in my book, The Free-Falling Black Boy. That's information in the description below on how to obtain a free chapter from my book, The Free-Falling Black Boy, and information on how to order my book, The Free-Falling Black Boy. Thanks for allowing Lily Bell to take you beneath the crust. I'm trying to create a dialogue. I leave you with this. If they close my book, you remember my story. Like, share, and subscribe. A Nat Turner Runner production. Lock and load. Lily Bell. Be encouraged.